Hey everyone, welcome to another deep dive where we dive deep into all sorts of fascinating
Hmm.
topics. And today we're all about adventure.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, strapping on your boots, getting out there, kind of adventure.
Into the wild.
Exactly. We're going to be digging into this awesome source. Start your outdoor adventure business.
It's a good one.
It really is. And it got us thinking, so many people dream of turning their love for the outdoors, that passion,
Oh, yeah,
into a real
for
business,
sure.
like making a living doing what they love.
Absolutely.
So we're going to break down how to do just that.
Love it.
This source covers some seriously cool stuff. We're talking about how to figure out what kind of adventure business is right for you,
Yeah.
how to design those like heart-pumping courses, how
Sure.
to navigate all the, permits, licenses, insurance, all that.
The essential stuff.
Exactly. And then, of course, the big question,
Yeah.
how to make some serious money.
Got to pay the bills, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, have you ever thought about sharing your love for adventure and getting paid for it?
It's the dream.
We're about to break down how to make that dream a reality.
Let's do it.
First things first, the source really dives into like, why are people so drawn to outdoor adventures these days? What is it about these experiences that just like pulls people in?
It's interesting. People are craving something more than just like the everyday grind.
Totally.
We want to challenge themselves,
Yeah.
escape the routine, connect with nature.
It's like this yearning for something real.
Exactly. And I think it's cool how these activities can tap into that desire for both challenge and the escape,
Right.
you know?
It's not just about adrenaline, it's
Yeah,
about self-discovery too.
100%.
So the source breaks it down like there's this appeal for individuals, families, even corporate teams. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. There's a market for everyone.
There really is. Okay, so we get the why. People are yearning for adventure, they're looking for these unique experiences. But how do you actually make a business out of it?
Right. How do you get started?
The source really lays out a roadmap, and it all starts with you, with your skills, and your certifications. You
Yeah.
got to be a pro at what you're offering, right?
Absolutely. You're not just like leading a casual hike in the park. You could be responsible for people's safety in some pretty unpredictable
Oh,
environments.
for sure.
So those certifications are crucial. They show you're serious about it.
Totally. And it depends on what you're offering, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like if it's survival training, the source recommends certifications like Wilderness First Responder.
Makes sense.
Or for climbing, there's the AMGA certification, the American Mountain Guides Association. That's like the gold standard.
Definitely.
So it really depends on your area of expertise, but those
They
certifications,
build trust.
huge trust builder for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay, so then you've got the legal side of things.
Yeah, yeah.
Permits, licenses, liability insurance, all that fun stuff.
Can't forget that part.
Definitely not. The source is really clear about not skimping on any of that, especially when you're taking people into the wild.
Oh, yeah. Risk management is key.
Absolutely. And then, of course, there's the gear,
Gear is fun.
the fun part.
Yeah.
The source really emphasizes investing in good, high-quality equipment. We're talking compasses, fire starters, climbing ropes, whatever is essential for each activity, right?
It's an investment.
Oh, totally.
Hmm.
And having a base camp or a rental location makes it easier for people to access your courses.
And you got to think about your target audience here, too.
Oh, that's a good point.
Are you catering to seasoned pros who bring their own gear, or are you outfitting beginners?
Right.
It changes things.
Big time. Now, you can't run an adventure business all by yourself, right?
Oh, no, you need a good team.
The source talks about hiring skilled instructors, not just certified, but also people who can like inspire and motivate.
The right energy.
Yes, it's about creating that positive environment. And then, of course, you can't forget about marketing.
You got to get the word out.
Absolutely. The source recommends a professional website and being active on social media.
Essential these days.
Totally. That website is like your digital storefront. It needs to scream adventure.
Right. Make people feel that excitement.
Exactly. Stunning visuals, clear course descriptions, testimonials. Like you want people to feel that rush just from browsing.
Capture that energy.
Exactly.
It's selling an experience,
Totally.
a feeling.
Okay, so we've laid the groundwork. Now let's get to the fun part, designing those heart-pumping courses.
Yes.
The source breaks it down into 3 popular options: survival training, archery, and climbing.
All classics.
They are. And what's cool is how customizable they can be.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
You could have standardized courses, but tailoring experiences to specific groups or events adds a whole new dimension.
Oh, for sure. Like, imagine a survival skills course designed just for a corporate team building retreat.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Get them out of their comfort zones.
Love it. Okay, let's break down each activity. First up, survival training. The source talks about teaching essential skills like building shelters, finding water, starting fires,
Are the basics.
navigating without relying on a GPS, going full Bear Grylls here.
Love it. And you can offer a range, like a half-day taster for beginners,
Well, yeah.
a full-day immersion for those who want more,
Right?
or even a multi-day expedition for the truly adventurous.
Oh, all
You're
right.
building confidence, resilience. It's amazing.
I love it. Okay, now let's aim for the bullseye with archery.
Yeah.
The source suggests lessons focused on bow handling, target shooting, all about precision and focus.
It's so satisfying,
It is.
when you hit that target.
Oh, the best feeling. You could have 1-hour sessions, 2-hour sessions, maybe even multi-session packages for folks who want to really hone their skills.
Like a Robin Hood training camp.
Exactly. And finally, climbing.
Classic.
What's cool here is there's so much variety within climbing itself.
Oh, yeah?
You could specialize in bouldering,
Oh.
top roping, lead climbing.
Right. Depends on your expertise, the terrain you have access to.
Totally. And don't forget indoor climbing for year-round appeal.
Oh, good point.
The source suggests courses for all skill levels, from newbies to the pros, even team-building groups.
Nice.
Imagine conquering a challenging time, the sense of accomplishment. It's huge.
Such a confidence booster.
It really is.
Yeah.
And that's the core of this business, right? It's not just about the activity.
It's the experience.
Exactly. It's about creating that transformative experience for people.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got the adventure part down.
The fun part.
But now let's talk money. How do you actually make this profitable?
Big question.
We're going to dive into that in part 2.
Stay tuned.
You won't want to miss it. Okay, so we dove into the whole adventure side of things.
Yeah, getting those courses set up.
All that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But now let's get down to brass tacks.
The business side.
Yeah, the money talk. How do we make this profitable?
That's where smart pricing comes in. The source breaks down potential earnings
Mm-hmm.
for those activities.
Yeah.
We talked about survival training,
Yeah.
archery, climbing.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, those are just starting points.
Okay.
Your prices, they're going to depend on a bunch of factors,
Like what?
like your location,
Makes sense.
length and complexity of the course,
Uh-huh.
even the level of instruction you're providing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it's all about, understanding your costs
Right.
and the value you're bringing.
Okay, so give me some examples. What are we talking about here?
Okay, so for survival training,
Uh-huh.
the source says you might charge like $75 to $150 per person for a half-day course.
Okay.
But then you bump that up maybe $200 to $300 for a full-day thing.
Gotcha.
And if you're doing like a multi-day hardcore survival experience,
Oh.
you could be looking at $500 to even $1,000 per person.
Wow, so those multi-day expeditions, that's where the real money is.
They're intense.
Yeah.
But, the price reflects that.
Right, all the expertise, the resources, all that.
Exactly.
Okay, what about archery? What are we looking at there?
So for archery, individual sessions,
Mm-hmm.
maybe $50 to $100 per person.
Okay.
But here's a pro tip. Think about group discounts.
Oh, that's smart.
You charge a bit less per person.
Right.
But if you got a big group,
Yeah.
you're still making bank.
Volume.
Exactly.
And what about climbing courses?
Okay, so indoor climbing, you're probably looking at like $40 to $80 a person.
Okay.
But outdoor climbing, that's going to be more like $100 to $200.
Makes sense. It's more involved.
Yeah, you've got specialized gear, safety considerations, experienced instructors,
Yeah, the whole package. I like how the source gives a revenue example.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's say you run 4 half-day survival courses a month
Okay.
with 10 people each at $100 a pop.
All right.
That's $4,000 right there.
Not bad.
And that's just one type of course.
Exactly.
So if you're offering multiple courses, things start to add up.
It does. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay, tell me.
It's not just about course fees.
Okay.
It's about those multiple revenue streams.
I like where you're going with this. Tell me more.
So think about it. You could offer equipment rentals,
Oh, smart.
especially for beginners, right?
Yeah,
They might not want to buy all the gear right away.
makes sense.
So rentals become a great option.
So you're not just making money from the courses themselves.
No.
You're making money from all these extra things.
Exactly.
What else? What other ideas do we have?
Okay, branded merchandise.
Ooh.
People love that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
T-shirts, hats, water bottles, maybe even survival kits.
With your logo on it.
Exactly. Builds brand
And
awareness.
it brings in extra cash.
Exactly. Win-win.
I love it. Turning your passion into like a walking billboard.
Exactly.
Love it. All right, what about, so we've got rentals, we've got merch. What else?
Premium packages,
Okay.
especially for those corporate clients.
Right.
You can create
Yeah.
like custom team building experiences,
Yeah.
leadership programs,
Yeah.
even luxury adventure retreats.
Ooh, fancy.
Charge a premium for those.
Right, because you're tailoring it specifically
Exactly.
to their needs.
So yeah, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
I love it. But even with all this amazing potential, we got to be real, building a successful business.
It takes work.
It's not just about setting up the courses and hoping people show up. We got to talk about marketing.
We do.
Yeah.
We got to attract those clients.
Yeah, stand out from the crowd.
The competition's out there.
Absolutely. So how do we do that?
The source has some great tips.
Okay, lay it on me.
First one, your website.
Okay.
It can't just be informative.
Right.
It has to be an adventure in itself.
Capture that energy.
Exactly, like you were saying earlier.
Right. Stunning visuals.
Yeah.
Compelling stories.
Testimonial.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
And easy to navigate.
Oh, that's important.
Super important, clear descriptions,
Yeah.
pricing, easy booking.
Seamless. Yeah.
You don't want any barriers for people?
Okay, website check. What about social media? What do we do there? Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground, like how to make those courses, how to price them, how to get the word out there.
All the fun stuff.
But let's be real for a sec.
Okay.
There are going to be challenges.
Oh, yeah.
Every business faces them.
Especially in the adventure world.
Exactly. So what are some hurdles we might bump into?
Well, the source highlights a few.
Like what?
Seasonal demand.
Right. Some activities just aren't year-round.
Exactly. And keeping everyone safe, that's huge.
Yeah. Safety first. Always.
And then there's competition.
It's a booming industry.
So how do you stand out?
Right.
And then, of course, there's the weather.
Mother Nature. Always keeping us on our toes.
All right. So let's break these down, tackle them one by one.
Sounds good.
Starting with seasonal demand, like how do you keep things going when it's not peak season for certain activities?
Diversification is key.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
The source suggests offering things that work in different seasons,
Makes sense.
like indoor climbing in the winter,
Oh, that's a good one.
to complement your summer rock climbing.
Right. Or like winter survival courses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Teach people how to build snow shelters, navigate the snow.
I love that. Embrace the season.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've adapted to the seasons. What about safety? What are we doing there?
Okay, safety is paramount, no question.
For sure.
The source stresses having strict safety protocols for everything.
Like what kind of stuff?
Regular equipment checks, making sure certifications are up to date, and your instructors got to be super vigilant on top of their game.
So it's not just about the skills.
No.
It's about that awareness.
It's a mindset, a culture of safety.
Love it. Okay, so safety is locked down, but what about the competition? How do we make our business stand out?
Differentiation.
Okay, so what makes you special?
Exactly. You got to figure out what makes you unique.
Okay.
Maybe you specialize in a niche activity. Like you're the wilderness survival expert.
Right. Or whitewater kayaking, something specific.
Yeah, exactly. Or you focus on a super personalized experience.
Okay, like smaller groups, custom itineraries.
You could even offer certifications.
Oh, that's cool.
So people have proof of their skills.
I like that. Adds value.
And then there's the big one, the weather.
Oh, yeah. Mother Nature.
Always a factor.
So how do you deal with that when it's just unpredictable?
Backup plans, be flexible.
Okay.
The source talks about moving things indoors if you need to.
Right. Have alternatives.
Exactly, like indoor rock climbing,
Okay.
team building exercises, things like that.
So even if the original plan gets rained out,
You've got options.
everyone still has a blast.
Exactly.
Adaptability.
Resourcefulness.
Yeah.
All right, so we've tackled those challenges.
Head on.
But the fun doesn't stop there.
Oh, there's more.
The source talks about scaling your business.
Okay, taking it to the next level.
Exactly. So you've got your foundation. Now think bigger, maybe new locations.
Okay, I like it.
A second base camp, mobile courses, take the adventure on the road.
Expand the reach.
Exactly.
Flare the passion.
You could also create advanced courses.
Okay, for those who want more.
Exactly. Those repeat customers, they're ready for a challenge.
Like a master class in wilderness survival?
Yes. Or a tough rock climbing expedition.
Push their limits.
Exactly. And don't forget the online world.
Oh, yeah, digital expansion?
The source talks about creating content,
Okay, like what?
tutorials, virtual coaching, ebooks, guides, even online courses.
Bring the adventure to everyone.
Reach a global audience.
And create more income streams.
And finally, think about partnerships.
With who?
corporate clients,
Okay.
tailor team building experiences, leadership programs.
So you're not just offering an escape,
Yeah.
you're helping people grow.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, we've covered a ton in this deep dive.
It's been a journey.
From that first spark of an idea,
It's building an empire.
the passion, the planning, the challenges, the rewards.
It's all part of it.
Now it's your turn. What kind of adventure are you going to share with the world?
What unique twist will you bring?
What impact do you want to make?
This deep dive gave you the roadmap.
Now go out there and create your own adventure.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey.
Until next time.
Keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep pushing those boundaries.